Terraria 1.4.5 is finally here. And just like every update since 1.4, this thing is packed with quality of life greatness. So today, I'm going to take a look at all of these new quality of life features and show you guys them in action because some of these are peak. So, let's begin. Okay, so the first feature that I think might be by far actually like one of the best is being able to stack items that were previously unstackable. So now everything is stackable. So basically if I have two blindfolds here, like in this chest, they can stack. So this is an old chest that I had since before 1.4.5. If I were to loot all and just shove all this into my inventory, it compresses down. So now we have 5 armor polishes and 3 brisk fast clocks and 3 regular fast clocks, 4 regular blindfolds. So if you have a farm that looks something like this, you've probably gotten a chest that has like a billion items. And just this update alone is going to make it so much easier to store things. So now these 2 Bezors right here can just stack, and same with this third one, and same with this fourth one. This also makes it a lot easier to sell because if I go to an NPC here, I can sell all of them at once rather than just having to like click through my whole inventory and fill up my entire inventory, and I don't have to take 17 trips going back and forth. Alright, next up on this quality of life agenda is the new smart cursor. I don't know if you guys knew this was coming, but holy peak. If you've ever had problems in the past where you're trying to place a horizontal platform and it just starts sloppily like scattering platforms everywhere and you're not even trying to place it weird, it just does. Now you have like an indicator that tells you which way it's going to place. So now I know that if my mouse is anywhere in like this range, I'm fine to place it forward. So I know it's forward. And then if I want to go up, I don't have to like guess where up is. I just move it until there's an arrow. Now we can go up. If I want to go this way, I can go that way, I can go back down. You can even just go straight up and down if you want to just place them like vertically, which is great. You don't have to put your mouse exactly on them. Either way, this is amazing, and I know this is going to be one of the most convenient features in the entire update. Real quick, before we get on to the next feature, I want to say that I will be doing more 1.4.5 content, probably higher quality than this. So if you enjoy and you want to see more, drop a sub. 10K is just on the horizon. So yeah, thank you very much. Let's get on to the next feature. Okay, so this next feature is actually even more inventory management stuff, inventory condensing. If I were to spawn some slimes here, right? Obviously, eventually, I'll kill 50 slimes, which means I've gotten a banner, right? Normally, that would throw the banner into my inventory and I would have to find somewhere to place it. I'd either put it in a spot where it doesn't belong or it would just clutter my inventory. So we now have a feature that opens up this little menu in your inventory. Once you get a banner, you can click on that and you have an inventory of banners. So now I can just claim this and now it's in my inventory. So now I can just leave those in that little bank and then take them out once I have a good reason to place them for the buff, and I won't have to like forget about them in a chest or trash them or something like that. Peak! Alright, next order of business is of course the infamous crafting menu. So if I open up my menu, we can see we have the classic crafting wheel, which by the way, they actually improved the scrolling on this. It's easier to scroll, so if you scroll really quick, you can move a lot of items at a time. And if I click on this crafting window, it opens up like an actual screen, which will show me everything I can craft with all of the items that are in every single nearby chest. Peak! So basically this feature includes both crafting from nearby chests, which I think includes like everything down here, and it also gives us a new menu. So if I wanted to search for something, since I have a billion materials and I can craft whatever I want, let's say I specifically want an adamantite chest plate. Well, I don't have enough adamantite for it, but you get what I'm saying. I can search it up and I can craft one easy peasy without having to like go through here and search for it. Also, I forgot to mention, if you go to the guide, you can see the same menu and it has the same sort of convenient spread of items. We can also see some spoilers here, so get ready for those. So for this next one, I actually have to hop in a new world because it entails NPC housing. So if I go to my housing menu and I click on it, the game is going to tell me exactly all of the information I need to know. So it tells me where the light source is, where the table and the chair. It's actually using the workbench as a table. That's totally fine. And it also tells me every single block that's included in the house. This one isn't as crazy useful. I just think it looks cool, if we're being honest. It is good for situations where maybe like newer players might not know exactly like what's making their house work and how they want to like repeat housing. So I can see that being useful. But I think at the end of the day, this one's just cool. It can't hurt to be in the game, so I'm happy about it. The other thing that goes hand in hand with the valid housing feature is now NPCs can move in without a house. So right here we have Katie the nurse. She just showed up when there's only 2 houses in the world and they're both occupied. So we can still use her like service, we can still heal, but she's gonna tell you that you need to build her a house. So she'll tell you like what requirements she needs for a house, and you can go build it, which this is once again great for new players who like don't know how to build a house. And also this is a nice indicator for like if you unlocked a new NPC and you don't have enough housing for them, the game will remind you to build housing for that NPC. So overall, this one's great. I'm super happy with this. Okay, moving on. Next up, we have just a whole variety of different like itty bitty quality of life changes that are all just great. First off, if you hover over an armor piece, it tells you the set bonus, which is pretty great. That means you don't have to get the entire set to know what the bonus is. Also, informational items will now work in your vanity slot, which is pretty crazy. That wasn't a thing before, so now that clears up your inventory quite a bit if you have open vanity slots. Next up, love potions will now increase the happiness of your NPCs, so you get cheaper prices if you splash some with a love potion. Speaking of happiness, pylons can now be purchased from any NPC regardless of their happiness. Now when you reforge items, you can actually just spam and it'll stop you from reforging whenever you get a really good modifier. So there's no more skipping past the best ones. This is amazing. Finally, the Staff of Regrowth plants seeds back automatically when you harvest crops. So Staff of Regrowth or Axe of Regrowth just got like a fat buff. Finally, the last thing, I'll do a bit of a speed round here and get it done quickly. But I want to talk about all of the resprited stuff and all of the new visual changes. So a bunch of banners have been resprited. Boss trophies have been resprited to look way more polished. There's also the NPC portraits, which I know are a little controversial, but I think most of them are pretty cool. Some of them are but I think they're mostly pretty cool. I love the pets, the town slimes, the dogs. Look at this dude's mug in the top left. He's so cute. We have the little bugs flying around the sunflowers. You can see fish swimming around as you're fishing. And then we also have, of course, the sun during the sunsets and the sunrises. That looks amazing. And just, there's just so much. There's so much to unpack from this update when it comes to visuals. So I'm super excited to keep playing and see everything. Alright, well that's going to do it for everything that I know for sure. I'm sure there are things that I missed in this update. So if there's something that you know of, drop a comment about it. Let me know. I'm super excited about this update, so I'm happy to talk about it. I'm super hyped to see more and like see things that haven't been experienced yet, and I'm so excited. Anyway, that's about it. If you enjoyed the video, of course, and you want to see more 1.4.5 content, drop a sub and drop a like, and also check out one of the videos on screen. I'm sure you'll enjoy those too. Thanks to my channel members on the left of the screen, and have a good rest of your day. Happy 1.4.5ing. Bye bye, and good luck, because this is going to be peak.